Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palettes. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and from the Vistani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Not bad.
Doing
Good,
great.
man. Good. It'll be it'll be nice not feeling like chopped liver over here because June's finally back on the panel and all the people have been crying for where's June? Where's June? It's
I
like,
came back
oh,
for a
I'm
little bit.
sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. The three of us aren't enough for you. You don't.
Yeah,
No. We don't care about you. We want
they
June
need
back. It's
that.
like,
They
okay,
need that
that's fine.
fourth. They need that fourth dick.
Yeah,
Yep,
that poor thing.
they like diversity. This is about America.
You are that D'Artagnan to our three musketeers, man.
All right. So today we are talking about the Espinosa Las Provincias ORT. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6x56, comes out of the San Latano factory in Nicaragua. Wrappers Ecuadorian Habano, binder filler both from Nicaragua, blended by Hector Alfonso Sr. Price point is $18. Cigar was released in November of 2024, and we picked these cigars up from Cigar Hustler. So if you are in central or east central Florida, I guess, Deltona, be sure to stop in for a cigar and just talking shit, I guess. That's how I'd put it. But yeah, you can get some cigars too while you're there. Yeah. All right. So with all that out of the way, June, take us through your experience with this cigar.
I thought this was not like a typical Espinosa cigar that I'm used to, anyways. I thought it was way too subtle. Very subtle, linear profile, a lot of softness and like some mixed nuts, a cedar that's also a bit too dry for me. And just again, just really minute kind of black pepper spice coming through it. Yeah, very off profile of what I know of Espinosa, and I didn't really care for it.
All right, Seth, what were your thoughts?
Just- First of all, I thought Scarlet fucking beautiful. Love that green. No, I listen, I really love the flavor profile. Cream, earth, cedar, there's some soft sweet spices, there's some toastiness. Really balanced, just medium strength and body. Second, third showed some more like earth and cocoa qualities. Little rise on the spice. The final third was right there as well. Cocoa, toastiness, sweet pepper spices. Burn and draw were just fantastic. I really like the stick. John?
Yeah, so I'm kind of in between the two. I agree that it is definitely much more restrained than I thought it was going to be, but in a good way. I thought the flavor profile was balanced. You know, a lot of earthy tobacco, sweet spices, a lot of creaminess, some herbal notes in the first third. Just really balanced flavor components. Nothing overly jarring or sharp on the palate. Second third, kind of more creamy tobacco and wood. There was a little bit of mild dryness on the palate, but I didn't think it was particularly off-putting. It just kind of balanced out the sweetness and the tobacco for me. A little bit of chocolate breaking in the second third. Pretty consistent profile. Last third, I think, fell a little bit shy for me. Kind of creamy tobacco and earth with a little bit of spices and wood, but it didn't quite balance out the same way the first two thirds did for me, at least. And the spices did intensify as the cigar continued, which kind of caught me off guard. A little bit of tannic wood as it progressed. So first two thirds, good for me. As Seth said, I mean, coming out of San Latano, no surprise the construction's excellent. Yeah, nice cigar. Definitely enjoyed it. Over to you, Aaron.
Yeah, for me, this cigar started with a heavy dose of black pepper along with toasted oak and some earth. Earth mellowed fairly quickly, and then a fair amount more of the earth took a slight lead in the profile. Um, Second third saw some creamy leather join in, and the final third saw the pepper bump up a fair amount and the leather just a bit. But for me, the cigar just average flavor profile throughout, kind of focused around that earth and toasted cedar. Creamy leather was nice, but it really didn't do enough to kind of elevate the profile for me. So I feel like this one's on kind of on par with the last couple of Las Provincias, and I just don't really see it as a cigar I'd really come back to. So let's get into the scores. We're going to start at the top with Seth at 8.23. John gave
Little
it a
sweet mama.
6.82. June gave it a 5.75, and I gave it a 5.4. So, Seth, how'd that 8.23 match up for you?
Listen, I loved it. It's right up there kind of with, I mean, it's higher than the CMW, which was what, 2 years ago? I don't know. It's all these
Hmm.
little made up communist Cuban
That's a great
letters.
cigar.
Um, it's one of those cigars. I know for a while I gave Hector, and I was even vocal about it. Had conversations with Hector about why are you using AJ Fernandez for these brands? I think this is a cigar that shows this is why he went with San Latano and AJ. I think he just had access to tobacco that they weren't going to be able to get. And I think that he just was able to really make a really good blend. And he had all that construction and draw, which is one of those, it's not like a huge factor for me, but I think there is something to be said about AJ when you're smoking something that's, you really like the flavor profile, and then you have fantastic burn and draw. It just leads to a much better overall experience. The last six Provincias, they've really kind of grown over the years too. I feel like they've just gotten, I don't know how many more we have left. Is this it?
This is
I think
it.
this is supposed to be it, but there might be, I don't know if they're
Oh,
going to do
Could be
anything
a
special after that.
sampler.
What are they just
Could be
making up
Viva la
provinces now, I guess?
Revolution.
Well,
Who knows?
they can do the whole monsters thing where they change Vitolas and revisit them all and all that stuff if they wanted
Just
to, I
be done.
guess.
Just be done. End it
yeah,
on a
move
high
on.
note. End it
Yeah.
on a high note and accept what it is. And if you want to do some samplers every once in a while, it's not gonna be the same cigars, but you know what? You'll still sell them. I don't know. I loved it. Definitely would buy a bunch of them. Can't say I don't ever say anything nice for Espinosa. So I know it's a distant second to John.
All right, John, 6.82.
Yeah, like Seth said, I think they finished strong. I don't know if my scoring reflects sort of where this lands in the CMW. I feel like the CMW might have scored slightly higher, but I think this might be my favorite of the series. What a great exclamation point on the whole project. Great packaging the whole way through. It's kind of been a fun thing to taste these year over year and see how the different blends are going to line up. And I feel like no of the six blends have been the same. I mean, certainly tastes like Espinosa, but it's sophisticated, it's delicious, and I think the score lines up well. And if you like Espinosa, if you're an Espinosa guy, I don't think you want to sleep on the ORT.
All right, June, 5.75.
Yeah, I think this tasted like any other AJ cigar made by AJ, off the shelf from AJ. It's probably some
Oh,
kind of a new world, offbeat.
wow.
Just kidding,
Uh,
but it's not for me.
my 5.4 matches up well. Average flavor profile throughout. I'm the only one that didn't have amazing construction, so that was interesting. Wavy
Huh.
burn started out on me once. Draw was a bit tighter than I prefer, so that's not typical from an AJ factory. So not sure if a better burning one would and drawing one would taste better, but I don't think so because I just I can't get behind any of the Espinosa stuff that comes out of AJ's factories. It doesn't it like June said, it just tastes too much like AJ stuff. It doesn't taste any like unique to me. But I'm always open to trying something to change my mind, but I haven't gotten there yet. All right. Final thoughts from you guys on this cigar.
Loved it. That's all I gotta say. June,
Yeah,
I know that you,
great project. I don't know. Now I wonder where's the creative energy going to go from here. This is a pretty cool start to finish project, I thought.
I thought they did a really, I thought they did a really good job. I hope they just kind of, you know, honor it by ending it. Um,
I guess it depends on how successful it was.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like I felt like they kind of stuck to everything. The packaging, they changed the colors, but it was just
I
they did a good
hope,
job.
yeah, I think they should do another version of this remix and then charge everybody $100 per cigar
Oh,
minimum.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you know what they could do? They could do like Espinoza by AJ and then do AJ by Espinoza.
yeah, and then they could call it off face. No, face off. Hmm.
Hmm.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I could eat a peach for days.
Remember when he's like, he smokes a cigarette, he's like, Papa's got a brand new bag. Loved
Yeah.
it.
So just for those viewers that are not aware, this is the first cigar that qualifies for our 2025 cigar year. So
Oh,
Look at me
this is
trying to do
likely Seth's
something.
cigar of the year on the first
No
cigar.
fucking
So
way,
it's
Seth.
all
Gosh,
downhill from here, Seth.
that would
All
be
downhill.
that'd be pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. It would be pretty sweet if it was the number one and the first one.
that would be pretty sweet.
I really listen, I
That's
really loved it.
that's still for the year.
I thought it was great. It's a really good looking stick too. Like the
Yeah.
wrapper's nice and the color's really, you know, that's why I want them to finish it now.
Yeah. All right. Wherever you catch this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.
Face off.